Alright guys, this is a tutorial on how to do trace and comments, and I have a file called trace and comments which will be downloadable at my website. So to begin, we're going to be working with Actionscript 3.0, which is a coding language to gain more control on your movies. So before we start, we're going to go to Window, we're going to go to Actions, and you see I have some code here. I'm going to delete all this. Don't worry. I'm going to put this to the side right here so you can see it. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click this button right here. We're going to press Preferences, and I'm going to set the font to 12 so you guys can see it. And here's all the ActionScript preferences that you can change. You could change the color, but I wouldn't suggest it until you get to know Flash better, the ActionScript code. So then what we're going to do now is we're going to press OK. Something else I'm going to do is I'm going to put, let's see, where is it? Word wrap, which is basically if my code goes off to the side, it just goes to the next line. So that's pretty much what you need to do to set up. You don't have to do these settings. I'm just doing it so it can be easier for you guys to see. Anyway, in these series we're just going to learn the basics of ActionScript 3.0, and we're not going to learn anything hard. Before we make games and websites, we're just going to do these simple common things in 3.0. So to begin, the first thing we're going to discuss is trace statements. So to make those, you type in trace, parentheses, and then a semicolon. A trace statement is a way to send yourself a message in the output window. So what do I mean by this? If we were to, first of all, to send ourselves a message, the first things you have to do is type in two quotations inside the parentheses, and then type in your message, whatever you want it to be. It can be anything. And let's type in this trace statement is working. And if we were to play this movie, in the output window, minimize this, you'd see that we have this message called the trace statement is working in the output window. I'm going to explain how this works. To make a trace statement, you have to type in trace. This tells Flash that you're going to make a trace statement. Then you have to make parentheses, which are parameters, which I'll discuss later, but you have to type in parentheses, and it's going to be anything that you want to send out to the output message. You type it in here. You make quotation marks when you want to make a string, which a string is just a text of words, and you could type anything in the string. And to end the code, you have to write the semicolon, which is like a period and a sentence. So you could type anything in this, and don't worry if you don't get it now. You'll get used to it, trust me, because there's other ways. There's more than one way you could send a message to yourself, and it's gonna be easier, trust me. So that's pretty much it. You could type whatever you want in these quotation marks. It could be ASDF, whatever, but make sure you close it, or else if you don't, you'll see that these two this parenthesis and this semicolon becomes part of the string. So you need to close that, and that's how you make a trace statement. To make a comment, you need to type in, I'm gonna space these out. I'm gonna type in 2 slashes. This tells Flash that you're gonna write a comment, and if you were to look, it's gray. And comments are just exactly what you think they are. They're comments. They let's say that you had a code and you made it in a week, and then 1 year later you wanted to improve it, and so when you did improve it, you had no idea what each line of code does. Well, that's what a comment does. It lets you make a reminder to yourself to what each code does. Or if you were to share your code to someone else, they wouldn't know what each variable does, and so it's easier if you write a comment telling what each line of code does, and what you're using it for. So I'm going to type in, this is a comment, and it'll only apply to that line. And that's what a comment is. It's only going to apply to the line that you're writing it on. And so let's make another comment. Let's type in, this is a trace statement. I'm gonna change this trace statement to, this is a trace statement. So if we were to, well, let's say that you wanted to write these on multiple lines. So I'm going to erase these two. And let's highlight this. To make this a multiple line, you have to go up here, and if you delete, you see you have apply line comment and apply block comment. We're going to apply a block comment, and you see that now we have a block comment. I'm going to space this out, and you don't have to space these out like I do. It's just something I like to do. So that's pretty much it for comments and the trace statement. Thanks for watching.